Wow. We're in this bitch. Alright, I'm gonna have to re-chat off my data phone, but ladies and gentlemen, woo! We have Dave Blunts in the fucking building. Come on.
How's it going, man?
We have Dave Blunts in the fucking building, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 2 of Real Spill. Today, me and Dave Blunts are doing a paint and sip. And today, Dave Blunts, what I haven't told you is what we are going to be painting. I have no idea what Julian looks like. I'm guessing we should paint Julian and Abigail, and you can choose which one that you want to paint.
I'll choose Julian. I'll let you paint Abigail.
I'll be painting Abigail today.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Holy shit, bro. This is actually, I feel like the best idea I've ever had in my entire life.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good idea. It's a pretty good idea.
This is great. I'm gonna just pull up chat on my phone and we're just gonna get right into it, man.
All right, hell yeah.
But you know, I think right now, tell us, man, how has your experience been out in LA so far?
It's been pretty crazy, man.
You're not from around here. You're from different parts, apparently.
Yeah, I'm from Iowa. Yeah, it's middle of nowhere. Ain't shit really going on out there.
I think I know a lot about the middle of nowhere, but please enlighten us more. And enlighten us more about what growing up in Iowa is like, because you would think about it in a sense of if you ask, like, yo, could you point out Iowa on a map to anybody? Nobody's doing that.
I mean, shit, bro. Ain't really a lot going on. I mean, I can cuss on here?
Yeah.
All right, bro. So, I mean, shit. Ain't really nothing but bitches fucking and drugs and... I mean, hey, man, there's not really a whole lot to do in a small town except fuck and drugs.
I feel like...
So, it's like...
I feel like that's the same thing with
Connecticut. It's a lot of fucking and a lot of drugs going
meth,
on, man.
A lot of meth.
A lot of fucking.
A lot of meth and a lot of sex.
Fucking, yeah.
I'm glad, bro. That is definitely what America's here for.
But it was cool, man. You know, I just was hanging with my friends, chilling, going to parties. Yeah, shit like that, bro.
Wow. I mean, there's so many stories. I feel like with you, with Jesse, with all the characters from Iowa.
Yeah, definitely Jesse Jones. Shout out to Jesse Jones,
man. Shout out Jesse Jones, man.
Yeah, Jesse Jones.
Shout out Jesse Jones.
He's a character.
That man. Whew. Golly. But. All right, bro. Let's really get into it, man. I got a couple questions for you here.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it, man.
So let's get right before we start becoming Picasso here.
Okay.
So, Mr. Blunts.
Yeah.
Let's get into the topics of what's been going on recently, because you're having a moment right now with this freestyle that you did on the radar.
It's all right. Yeah, people are fucking with it, man.
So, I mean, how was it meeting G-Eazy? I feel like that was an experience.
That shit was just random as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm in the middle of doing my performance. I'm like, you know, I'm singing and I'm like, think about Madison. Oh shit, that's G-Eazy.
Right there.
Like, that's fucking G-Eazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I'm not like a G-Eazy fan or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to his music or nothing like that. But it's just like, it was like, out of all the people to walk up that stairs, bro, I wouldn't have expected G-Eazy.
Gerald looking you dead in your eyes.
Yeah,
that one.
That shit was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, but no, it was crazy. He's cool as hell. We dapped up, took a picture. He told me he fucked with my shit. Keep going crazy. And hell yeah, man.
So who else has been tapped in? Because I feel like right now you've been on my For You page in every single facet of social media. You've just been all up in my shit. Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
But
yeah, no. I mean, a bunch of people been tapping in, bro. I mean, the top of the top.
Top of the top.
The top of the top, for real. Like, I got some.
Any names?
I got some shit coming. I don't know if I really want to. You know, I'm not trying to, clout chase or anything, or, ruin any. I don't know if these people want this shit out there, but just know I'm plugged in with the top of the top.
Real spill. No, I'm so proud. Honestly, that is a very
this shit is crazy,
very exciting moment when you have something and a lot of people are supporting it. So,
hell yeah, bro.
Hella proud of you.
Shit is crazy. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
So there was a lot of things that you've said in these freestyles, a lot of things that you've said in these songs.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are really grasping the fact that this is your real life that you're talking about.
It is my real life, and it sounds, funny or a joke, But a lot of funny and crazy shit happens to me, and you know, it's my real life that I'm putting in this music, bro. So, I mean, it sounds unbelievable, but I mean, this shit happens.
Yeah, no,
you know,
100%.
Everybody in my hometown is just like, they're behind me because they know this shit is real.
Yeah,
you know, they've seen all this shit.
Hey, come on, shout out Moline, man.
Oh no, I'm not from Moline. I'm not from Moline.
Oh, you're not from Moline.
No, Moline. So I stay in Iowa, right? I stay on the border of Iowa and Illinois.
Oh, okay.
And so when you go across the bridge, you're in Moline, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
So I used to go to parties over there, spend hella time over there, and my mom would be like, "Don't go over there because you're in a whole different state."
Yes.
But I would still do that shit anyway. So yeah.
Oh, good, man. Wow. That shit is crazy, man. So having it be your real life, I feel like a lot of things besides the lore and the characters that we know. We're meeting Julian, we're meeting 2-3, we're meeting Jace. We'll explain those later on. Yeah. But my question is, I mean, for the real things that go around, talk to me about recording in the hospital bed. How was that? How was that experience? Could you give us some insight about?
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit was just fucking crazy, bro. You know, I don't really want to go into the full reason why I was there, but I will say that shit was really fucking serious, bro. Like, I had to learn how to fucking walk again, bro. I had a fucking catheter. That shit hurt, bro. You ever had a catheter, bro?
Fuck no.
Like,
actually one of my biggest fears of all time.
Bro, so like
is having a catheter.
Bro, so I'm in the hospital right when I first get there, bro. I get there, they're just fucking ripping my clothes off, like ripping that shit. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm incoherent and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if I'm getting ready to get violated or some shit, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then they're like, oh, we're going to need to put a catheter. And I'm like, catheter?
Did you know what a catheter was at that point?
Yeah, I knew what a catheter was. That's why I was scared of that shit. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, bro. So the lady tried to put the catheter in. I'm like, no, get off me. Like, get off me. Bro. They had to call it like 8 people in there. 8 people to hold me down because I'm screaming at the top of my lungs.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Like a newborn baby. And like 8 people to hold me down, man. And you know what's funny? The lady who was like trying to calm me down, she introduced herself. She's like, hey, my name is Madison. I'm like, wow, bro. Come on, bro. Like, dead ass. Her name was Madison. I'm like, bro, what the... Like, oh, this shit makes it even worse. That's like
insane.
So yeah, that bitch just keeps popping up everywhere.
Yeah, bro, she doesn't leave you alone.
Yeah, like the name just keeps. Bro, when I went to New York, I stayed in a hotel called the Madison Les Hotel.
Wow.
Like her name just keeps popping up like a fucking Easter egg, bro.
The Madison Easter egg. You can't escape it, bro. Jesus, man, that shit's
crazy.
I think honestly, one of my biggest fears is getting a catheter.
Bro, and like when I had that shit in, the doctors wasn't acting as if I had a catheter in. Oh. Like they was like fucking with it, yanking it, playing jump rope with it and shit, like tripping over. Oh, sorry. I'm like, damn, this is connected to a person. You know, I have a body. Like you're connected to me. You can't just fuck around and like. Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
Jump rope is actually the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
But yeah, so I'm in the hospital, and I was in there for like 10 days. That was just one of the times I was in the hospital. Over the past few years, I've been in there a bunch of times, but the last time was the most severe. And so I was in there for 10 days, and like the 3rd day, I told my mom, I'm like, yo, can you bring my studio equipment to the hospital? And... You know, I don't want to disrespect my mom, but she's fucking dumb. So, like, bro, like, she brought the wrong equipment, like, 2 times. And I had to, like, say, okay, this isn't the correct shit that I need. Please bring the shit that I need. Like, this is important. So she finally got it right on the 3rd time, man. And, you know, my mom, you know, she's elderly, bro. She can't really, like, walk too good and shit. But, like, I'm like, yo, like, I need this shit. Like, please. So, yeah, she brought that shit up there. She finally got it correct. And I was in there cooking up music, bro. The whole time I was in there while I was learning how to walk and shit. Like, there would be machines going off and beeping while I'm recording and shit. That shit was annoying.
That's honestly the hardest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, bro. Like, I was in there cooking up.
Recording in the hospital, fuck all the other patients. You know, you don't care about
yeah. They kept coming in while I'm making songs and shit.
Yeah.
And
motherfuckers pulling on your catheter while you're trying to make music.
Hell yeah. Getting the sponge bath while recording.
That's hard.
No, I didn't do that, but I wish I did. Though.
You could say it. No, I feel like I would believe you at this point.
No.
So I feel like, you know, to clear up some other stuff, I mean, like, we've been over the lore and we've talked about the characters inside of your music. So everybody is questioning, who is this Jace and why is there a long, like, who is this 2-3? Why is there such a long beef? Why is he broke? Why does he have no money? What is going on?
All right, so I'm not gonna go full into all that because I have a plan for all that, but I will go into Jace. I will forever speak on that bitch. Can I say the N-word? Yeah. Okay. I will forever speak on that bitch ass nigga until the day that I die. So, Jace, right?
Let's just clarify real quick that this is not the rapper Jace, correct?
Not the rapper Jace. No. I don't have any beef with the rapper Jace.
No, just in case.
All right. So let me get real settled in.
Nah, go ahead.
Before I tell this shit. Okay. So Jace. I play Fortnite. Right, I play that shit. That's what I like to do, bro. I enjoy playing Fortnite, man.
Shout out Fortnite.
You know, I play Fortnite a lot. It's what I like to do to wind down. It's what I like to do to just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Crank some 90s and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at it. I'm pretty good at Fortnite, Eric.
Never do that.
I'm a good Fortnite player.
I believe you.
So one day I'm playing Fortnite and I have this like 4-year-long feud / friend of me beef with these two niggas named Jordan and Luca. Luca comes to me and he tells me to get on the game because like he's like, yo, this dude's talking shit. I need your help. Please help me. Yep. And so I get on there.
For the tag team, he was like,
yeah, that's what I do. I be on the game talking shit. I'm roasting the fuck out of niggas. Like I'm like 1v20 all the time, all day, any day.
I would never want to get in a Fortnite lobby with you, dude.
So he gets on there and he's like, yo, I need your help. So I go in there, I roast the shit out of this dude. Yep. And they all work together. So they go back to their job. And they're like, yo, this dude just roasted the fuck out of him. And then his friend, the kid that I roasted, his friend's name was Jace. And they was like, let me see a picture of this dude. They show him a picture of me. He's like, oh shit, like that's an easy target. I can easily get on his ass. Yeah. So then they come back and report to me next time we're on the game. They're like, yo, this dude Jace that we work with, he wants to roast the fuck out of you, bro. He's saying he's gonna like roast the fuck out of you really bad. And at this time, bro, you know, I realized that
little did he know.
Yeah.
Little did he know.
At this time, it was a transitional period in my life, you know? I was really trying to change the way that I speak because I realized at a young age on some great power comes great responsibility shit.
Yes, sir.
That the best thing about me is my words. I'm able to make somebody feel happy, make them feel sad, make them like they listen to my music, they like it. So I know that I got to use that shit for good, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm talking hella shit on the game. I need to chill. I used to say wild ass shit on there, bro. Like I would say the most craziest shit. Shit that'll get you banned on Twitch if I repeat it.
Hey,
but yeah, nah.
We're gonna use those in the past for now.
So yeah, man. Damn, I lost my train of thought. No, okay, yeah, I got you. So
talking shit on the game.
Yeah. So I say, hey man, I don't want to do this with him. You guys, we've been playing the game for 4 years together.
Yep.
Y'all know what I do. Please tell him that I do not want to do this. They're like, okay. They go to tell him. He's like, nah, fuck that. I'm still getting on his ass. So then I say, hey man, like please tell him again. And they go back and tell him. And then he's like, nah, I'm still going to get on his ass. And then I'm like, bro, this is the last chance. I don't want to do this to him. Because I just have a feeling that this shit is going to go.
You were giving him mercy at this point.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I have a feeling that this shit is going to go like way higher and deeper than it needs to go. Let's not do this.
Definitely.
He then still says, nah, fuck that. He still wants to get on your ass. Like, that's what he says. So I'm like, all right, man, just let me know whenever he's on the game and I'll hop on.
Okay. So it was immediate smoke when he hit the lobby, when he did this.
Yeah. So 2 months go by. I'm just chilling. They start blowing up my phone, both of them, Jordan and Luca. They're calling me. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, y'all keep calling me and shit. I answer. They're like, yo, get on the game. Jace wants to, Jace is trying to talk that shit.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, man, fuck it. So I get on the game, and I'm just trying to do this shit and get off the game. Like, I'm just trying to do it, get it over with, and get in and get out.
Y'all scheduled a little fight, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I load into the lobby and I immediately start talking shit. I'm like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, I heard you was looking for me and shit. And he was like, he's like, oh man, I can't do this right now. I gotta mute this guy. Bro, he was 1v1ing a 14-year-old. And like, that's why he was like, I can't do this right now.
What you mean by that?
Like, bro, he was in the game, man. He was 14, he was 1v1 to 14-year-old, bro. And like the kid he was like a kid. He was like my friend's nephew. So like I played with him before. I'm like, bro, this is a kid. Like, what are you like trying to prove 1v1 them? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna mute him. I gotta mute you, bro. I can't do this right now. Now, Eric, have you ever like shit talked somebody in like lobbies before?
I used to get flamed on a game.
Okay. So we know that the person who mutes somebody, they automatically lose, right?
Yeah, for sure. You're done.
So he muted me as soon as I got in the lobby. He lost before it even started. Like he lost before it even started.
Wow.
But
wait, so he was telling you to join. Okay, from what I'm hearing from the story, he was telling you to get on the game.
Yeah.
To talk that shit.
Yeah.
And then when you started talking that shit, he muted you.
Yeah, and
So
he used the excuse as
so
he's
he's
trying to
pussy.
exactly bitch ass nigga. Yes. Wow. Press that one more time.
Real spills.
Hell yeah. All right, I like that shit. Okay, so nah, man. So yeah, he mutes me, and then I'm like, all right, whatever. I wait for him to get done 1v1 and the kid shits on him, and then he unmutes me. He's like, all right, like, and we start talking shit back and forth.
Yeah.
He's losing badly. I'm just roasting the fuck out of him, and then he starts inviting his friends into the lobby to help him out.
Oh, he brought back up.
Yeah,
Damn.
and his friends is all getting I'm roasting the fuck out of everybody. I mean, you would think that a revolving door is in this lobby. The way people are just coming in and out, and I'm roasting the fuck out of everybody. Bro.
Everybody's getting clowned.
Everybody. And then it's like a big ass lobby. Everybody's laughing and shit.
This is a custom game, right?
Yeah, we're just in the lobby type shit.
Type.
So yeah, like everybody gets roasted. I'm like, yeah, like I've been going for an hour now. There's not much more I can say. I'm getting tired and shit. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, like I got you, nigga. Like you shouldn't have did this. Like it's over with.
Nah,
and I fucking I was declared the winner and I left. I thought it was over.
Reigning champion Dave Blunts, ladies and gentlemen.
Real spills. Real spills.
Wow. This is great, bro.
Yeah. And so then after that, he then decides to message me on Xbox.
Oh, so we're not on PC. This is on console.
Yeah. This is when I was. I play on PC now, but I used to play on Xbox.
This is that shit because them parties were bad, bro.
Yeah.
Plugging in that mic, you were ready to talk that shit. You were
Hell
ready to
yeah.
talk that shit, bro.
Hell yeah. So
That's fine.
yeah. So he messages me on Xbox. He's like, "Hey, bro, I thought you were from Iowa," and then he sends me like a ping location of somewhere in Minnesota. He's like, "Is this where you're at?"
Oh, he doxed your ass.
He tried to, yeah, but I don't even live in fucking Minnesota.
Okay, yeah.
What a dumbass. I don't know whose
That
location
Canaan
he pulled
name
up.
was not busting, sir.
Real spills.
So
was not busting.
I'm just like, I'm fucking with him at this point. I'm just like, bro, like, yeah, pull up, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro. And then I got mad because I'm like, bro, I live in a house of all women. If you think you're going to come in here, come into my household and rape and pillage like the Vikings, I'm not going for that shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it's like, that was a personal threat to me. So I'm just like.
And he said that he was going to do some crazy shit?
No, I'm just saying, I'm just using that as like a metaphor. It's like, bro, you're not going to come in here like the Vikings and shit.
No.
Yeah, like pillage, burn everything down afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So, I mean, it's like he didn't have to say anything. The fact that you tried to send my potential location to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think that is? That's a threat, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, I should act accordingly. So I'm like, hey, man, pull up. You think you got the address? Pull up. He's just talking that shit. And I'm like, all right, man, this dude's a bitch. So I'm just going to forever cement him as a bitch.
Okay.
So I just cooked up 3 songs talking about him being broke, fucking his bitch, and all that shit. And so those songs came out, and the people that he worked with were singing those songs around him so much.
Yes, this is where I wanted to get to.
They were singing those songs around him so much every day
that he
ended up quitting his fucking job. He quit his job.
And this is Jace, right?
Yeah, Jace. Yes, Jace.
Wow. So imagine every single day that you're working at wherever Jace was working, and your employees are coming up to you talking about some Jace broke as fuck.
Yeah,
Jace got no money. Jace got nothing.
Yeah.
And this is at his job where he's trying to make money to put food on the table.
Indeed, yeah.
And he's still getting called broke.
Yeah, man. I mean, that shit's crazy, bro.
It's a hard life to live when Dave Blunts hates you, bro.
I don't hate him, but I don't like that nigga.
You know what? Hate is a strong word, Dave, and I'm very happy that you don't hate him.
Yeah.
That's very fine. So I think on this next part, we're gonna get into some more questions, but I think we should start putting our canvases to work.
All right,
Dave, if you look behind us, we got some paint. We got some sip as well. So grab a brush. Do what you need to do. I haven't painted since I was in elementary school.
All right,
so yeah, man, this is gonna be funny as fuck.
All right, so I'm supposed to paint Julian.
You're
right?
painting Julian. I'm painting Abigail. I'm gonna just guess off the top of my head what Abigail looks like.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Don't give me any detail.
I'm gonna
just try my hardest to make her in all her glory.
I'm trying to figure out which color I should use. Okay, all right.
So, Dave, what is next after all of these singles? We have your newest one that just came out, and the video just dropped as well. Go get that right now on Mosh Pit, baby. Come on.
Go watch that shit.
Go watch that shit, baby. Come on, beautiful video. But yeah, what do you have next, Dave? Talk to us about what's coming up.
All right, so I'm currently working on my album. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be some crazy shit, bro. Like, this album is sounding really good. I'm like working every day. I just came from my hotel room. I was just working on some music. You know what I'm saying? Fire. Brought the studio with me here to LA, and I'm just cooking up, bro. I'm just cooking up the album. That's what's next.
What can we expect on this album? Are you switching up what you've been doing recently? Is it a combination of sounds? Is it something that's like, is this the Dave Blunts that you want everyone to hear?
I mean, of course, hell yeah. If I put it out, I want people to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would I consider this album to be? I would consider it to be real nigga music, Eric. That's what I would consider it to be. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, real stories, real people. I mean, the realest that, you know, you could get. And it's gonna be, you know, I'm gonna introduce some new characters in that I haven't mentioned before, and really, I just want it to be a good album, man.
And you know what? From what I've been hearing, Dave, I'm so 100% expecting an amazing album from you, bro. And this is gonna be so great because I feel like this can transcend this can go into the next question, but I really wanted to talk to you about like the actual music part of what you do because a lot of people think that this is just some funny ass joke shit, but after listening to your album, bro, like it's like we're for real. Like this is some crazy shit. The flows that I'm hearing are ridiculous. Like, you know, how are you handling these people in your comments, and how are you handling this newfound, you know, success, I guess, with what you've been making and the art that you've been producing? Like, how do you want to make sure that this is not considered a joke and this is some for real shit that people got to know? Like, all right, this is Dave Blunts and this is how I'm coming.
Shit, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, if somebody thinks this is a joke, they're laughing at home. I'm laughing my way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
real spell. What the fuck are we talking about? I love that answer. That is,
you know, and it's like this shit ain't like this shit isn't a joke. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I have like comedic elements in my music, but I mean, this shit is real. It's my real life. And
of course.
You look in the comments, you know, there will be people from my hometown like, yo, that's crazy. You actually put that person in there. Like, all you got to do is check the comments, bro. People are telling, you know, they're fucking giving the proof for me. So, I mean, these are all real people, real things that I'm saying in my music. And yeah, bro, like,
it's definitely something that I feel like you're going to deal with more because, doing anything regarding something that is like rooted in humor, I feel like is always taking a different route because you know I've done a lot of things rooted in humor regarding music and having fun with music and doing stuff like that, and I think the seriousness, besides when I actually am coming out with stuff, has been taken in different directions. Yeah. But yeah, man, I feel like you have a pretty hard grasp on you know, what you want to make as an artist and what you want to do as a creative. So. Yeah,
and I'm just putting my personality in my music, and it's like I have the evidence to back that shit up. Like when I released the snippet for Hospital Bed, people's like, "What the fuck is this?" Like you weren't actually in the hospital, and then I posted a video of me in the hospital with my studio equipment, and people was like, "Oh shit, this is real! Like this is fucking
he was
real."
actually in the hospital.
Yeah, so it's like I have all the receipts for anything that a nigga wants to say is fake, not
It's
real.
right there. It's right
I got
there.
receipts for everything.
He got the Carfax.
So
That is a
it's like,
beautiful
yeah,
thing.
all this shit is real. It's like, I guess that didn't work out for other people who were doing, joke shit, is because, I guess it wasn't real. My shit's real though.
Real stuff.
So yeah,
that is a hard, really thing to. It's a hard thing to grasp as an artist. I feel like when you're doing something where it's so genuine to the point where people think that shit's a joke, but I feel like you have a really good grasp on what you want to do as a Dave Bluntz. So Dave Bluntz,
yeah.
I'm proud of you, man.
Real spills.
So the next thing that I want to fall into, man, coming from the town that you're from and the state that you're from, man, like, what are your impressions of these cities that you've been to recently? I mean, like, I don't know where else you've been so far. I think LA really is the only spot.
Yeah, I went to LA and New York. Hey man, I fuck with LA and I fuck with New York. New York was a little bit weird, man.
Really? You thought New York was weird?
Yeah, like just weird. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone when I was there.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a place that can make you feel a type of way for the first time.
Yeah, man. It was my hotel that I was staying at. The room, on the TV, it had the descriptive audio for blind people. So it was like every time that like something was going on the TV, it was like, oh, Chelsea just walked in the room and the killer just stabbed her 3 times. And I'm like, okay, they got that on one channel, bro. I go to every channel, it's like that. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
you think that's crazy? Like,
like, why was that on I'm not blind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that was on the TV.
I feel like it's there just in case you are blind. Though.
No, but we couldn't turn it off. Like, we couldn't turn it off.
Wait, what do you mean, like blind? Like, if you were watching the shit, you still couldn't see what it was. You mean like if you're
Yeah, so no, that's what they have it for blind people. They can't see, so there's like a person saying what's going on.
saying that shit out loud.
Yeah, exactly. So they're like, a killer just walked in the room and then stabbed her 3 times.
I thought you were talking about like the little subtitles. Shit.
Yeah, no, not the subtitles. No, like descriptive audio.
Okay.
And that show's on every channel. I'm like, what the fuck?
Word. All right.
And then, it was just a bunch of other shit. But New York was cool though. It was cool. Just a lot of like little weird shit going on while I was there. But yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro.
I fuck with LA, man. It's cool out here, man. It's cool. The first time I came out here, I got sick because all the pollen, but I'm alright now.
One of my first times, I think it was like the second time I came out to LA. I was like around COVID time, and my entire B&B that we were staying with, just everybody just got fucked up, bro.
Damn,
it was a bad time, bro. Bad time to get sick. Bad time to travel. But yeah, no. I'm glad you're enjoying these cities, man. I'm glad you're getting out of Iowa, seeing different scenery, seeing different people. Is definitely something that helps with the creation of new art and making music. So super, super excited for what you're seeing in these cities that you're going to.
Yeah, I'm making some crazy shit.
So giving back to the family, man. Let's talk about the family because I feel like we've chopped it up. I love my mom. I know you love your mom.
Yeah.
You said you live with all women. So what was that like growing up? You have sisters. You have cousins. You have.
Yeah. So I live with my my mom and my sister, my younger sister. She's 18. She's getting ready to graduate. That's pretty much who I like grew up with. Just my mom and my sister, and my older sister used to live with us, until she, got to the age where she could move out and shit. And so, that shit was kind of crazy. Like, I was the man of the house since I was probably like 8, 9 years old. I have an older brother, but he moved out as soon as he was done with high school. Didn't really come back. So, yeah, I don't really have any male role models. All of my role models are women. You know what I'm saying? So
real spell.
Real spills.
So yeah, man, I mean, that shit was just like, I was always having to be like, make hard decisions that usually a dad would have to make. I would have to make those decisions at the age of fucking like 10, 11. You know what I'm saying?
What type of decision? Like some real shit, like some bills or like some
like real decisions for like me and my sister. So like there was a point in time where like my mom, she was going through a lot of mental health issues.
Right. And
she came to me when I was like 11 and she said, yo, I'm going through some shit right now. It would be better if you and your sister would go to stay at like a foster home for a little bit while I go and get the help that I need.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that what you want to do, or do you want to stay?
Okay.
And me being 11 years old, obviously I'm gonna be like, no, I want to, fucking stay with my mom. I don't want to go to some foster home. And, I had to make that decision for me and my sister, who was, if my sister's 5 years younger than me, I don't know how old she was at that time, and I'm not too good at math, but if I was 11, she was 5 years younger than that. So, like, that was a decision.
So she was 6 years old?
Yeah, so that's a decision that a child had to make, a big life-changing decision.
Yeah, no, that is a very...
And so, yeah, that's the shit that I'm talking about.
You ended up staying, right?
Yeah, I ended up staying. Yeah, I told her, I'm like, I want to stay with you. We want to stay with you, no matter what. And I'm glad that we made that decision, but it was definitely hard. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It was definitely hard to stay when she's going through shit.
Of course. And throughout, so would you classify them as like your support system through the music shit as well? Like, do they support?
Yeah. My mom is my biggest supporter, and it sometimes can be my biggest hater. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is, I definitely got, my mom is always, since I was born, she's always told me that she used to call me, still calls me the prodigal son. She was saying I was going to be the one to lead us out of poverty and, all the shit we were going through. And oftentimes she would get mad at me and lash out. And I didn't really understand until I got older, you know. I'm 23 now, so when I didn't understand until I got older that, a lot of those times she was getting mad at me because I wasn't living up to my potential. I was doing dumb shit. I was...
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah, hanging out with my friends, going to parties and all that shit. And so as a kid, I'm like, damn, get off of my ass. You know what I'm saying? But it's like...
You don't really know at that point, though.
Yeah, you don't know.
You feel like you're making the best decisions you've ever made in your entire life when you're fucking 16, 15 years old.
Hell yeah, man. Shit, bro. I'm smoking weed, bro. I'm fucking hoes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like 16, 17. I'm like, bro, this is the life right here.
No, life is
this shit doesn't get any better than this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I had to realize that, like, nah, that's not like...
Then you become a grown man, Dave Blunts, and then you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, now I'm being dumb. And
Yeah. Luckily, I caught on to that shit early.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like...
Proud of you for that, bro. Rare as fuck to catch on to that shit early because not a lot of people do.
Yeah, I caught on to that shit before it got too deep.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that you have a support system, bro. I feel like so they're obviously in tune with what you got going on right now. And do you feel like the product that I can't even say that word.
The prodigal son.
Yeah, the prodigal son. Do you feel like you are living up to that, or do you feel like you have a long ways?
I'm trying. I think I'm doing pretty good so far. Pretty good so far is what I'll say.
Damn. No, for sure. I agree.
I definitely am. It's crazy because I don't know. It's crazy, bro. I've been making music for 6 years, since 2018.
Holy shit.
I quit my full-time job to focus on music fully. So,
where were you working at?
Bro, I was working at a fucking call center, bro.
A call center?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, talk to us about that.
Fuck that job, man.
Okay, first of all, real spill. Fuck that goddamn job. Fuck the call center, first of all. But what would you tell me? What would you give me if you could give me like a day in a life as somebody who works at a call center? What would that shit be like?
I can't give you a day in the life. I'm gonna give you a day in my life.
Okay, talk to me, bro.
All right, bro. So I would have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
I would have to take. So the call center is way the fuck out, like far past, like on the outskirts of my town. And like, literally in the middle, there's like a bunch of fucking cornfields, and there's a big ass building. Yeah. That's where the job was. That shit was at least like, I don't know an amount of miles, but it was far. So I had to take the bus to get there. I took one bus, and it didn't take me all the way there. No bus goes fully all the way there. So one bus would take me to the halfway point, which was at a fucking Burger King at like 5 in the morning. Burger Kings don't open at 5 in the morning, Eric. So I had to stand outside of the fucking Burger King until they opened, until I could go in there and wait for the second bus to come get me, which would come get me at like, I don't know, like 6 or 7. Then that bus would take me to the job. And then when I'm done, another bus would come get me and take me back to the halfway point. So far we're at 3 buses, Eric.
Wow.
And then a fourth bus would come get me from the halfway point and take me to my house. 4 motherfucking buses, man.
So much bus.
And these aren't city buses. No, man. These ain't no city buses, bro. These are like a private owned company buses. So
if you miss one of these bitches, you're fucked.
Yeah, and sometimes they just wouldn't come get me.
Okay.
Like they just wouldn't show up.
Uh-huh.
And so bro, I'm just fucking standing out there waiting hours praying, bro.
Pray to God.
Every time I always got a ride home by the grace of God. Like somebody who I went to school with, hey nigga, what's good, man? What you doing out here? I'm like, hey man, can you give me a ride home? And he's like, hell yeah, I got you.
Wow, shout
and
out
so
to him, bro.
yeah.
Real spills.
That's crazy.
So yeah, man. And then the job itself was fucking ass, man. Like, so my job was to refill prescriptions. I'm not a fucking pharmacist, Eric.
No. Wait, so okay, you're refilling prescriptions.
Yeah, I'm not a pharmacist, so I can't even announce pronounce. I can't pronounce the fucking names of the prescriptions and shit that I'm saying. And then I got to break it down to these elderly people that they don't have enough money for their prescriptions and shit.
They're yelling back at you on the phone like,
Yeah.
I do. I have enough bread.
Yeah. And then not only that, bro, they're giving me sob stories like, oh, I need this medication to live. Like, if I don't have this, I'm going to die. And I'm like, bro, I got to be the one that has to break down to them. It's like, sorry, but shit, man, you going to have to die. You don't got the bread for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
awful.
I have to be the bad guy, bro. I'm put in this situation.
You're telling people
where
that
I got to
they're
be the
gonna
bad guy,
die,
bro.
Dave. That's fucking awful, man.
Yeah, bro. So that shit was crazy. I quit that shit one day, bro.
Oh my god.
I did it was kind of like a movie how I quit because.
Oh, you made a scene.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
made a scene.
So, bro, that job had me so stressed, bro. I started fucking smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
Because of that job, bro. Like I was just out on my break one day, out of telling 10 old people that they were gonna die. Like I go on my break and I'm just like, bro. Like, I can't keep doing this shit. And this old black dude, he's like, hey, whippersnapper, you want a cigarette?
Wow.
You want a cigarette? I'm like,
you were about it.
yeah. I'm like, shit, man, I'll try the cigarette. And I smoked that shit. But that shit relieved all my stress. I'm like, all right, time to go back into the shift and tell 10 more old people that they're going to die.
Wow, that is fucking awful.
Yeah, bro, this shit was crazy. So, yeah, I started smoking cigarettes and shit. So, one day on my break, I go out to smoke a cigarette, bro, and I'm just like, this shit isn't relieving the stress. Like, I smoked 3 of them hoes.
Damn.
And I'm like, this shit ain't relieving the stress. I can't do this shit, bro.
So you're taking. We gotta back up because
right.
we're taking cigarettes to the face.
Yeah.
Every day. So what type of cigarettes were you smoking? These are regular menthol.
Hey man, all black people smoke Newport 100s.
Wow.
Man.
Okay.
So I'm smoking these Newport 100s, man. And
honestly, goated cigarettes.
yeah, and so. Like I said, man. Oh, shit. So, yeah, like I said, man, that shit was just hard. I'm like, I can't keep doing this shit. I got to quit. Like, I quit. So, I was getting ready to leave without saying nothing. But then my boss was like, yo, didn't you just go out on your break? And I'm like, bro, that shit just pissed me off. Like, didn't you already go on your break? I was getting ready to leave, bro. I was getting ready to leave without saying nothing. I'm just like, nah, I fucking quit. Like, I screamed that shit.
Nah,
and I thought it was gonna be one of those scenes in the movies where everybody stands up and clears, but it's like chaps, like claps and cheers and shit.
Woo, congratulations, Dave! You stuck it to him.
Nah, man, they was all quiet and scared. They thought I was gonna shoot that bitch up or some shit like that. Like they were all scared, bro. And so, bro, I walk out of my job, bro. Bro, it was scared, bro. Real spill. Okay. Now,
oh my god.
So yeah, man, they were all scared, and I'm walking out, and she's running after me, like, what's going on? Like, why are you? And like, get out there, bro. And it's like, bro, this shit is like it's like a scene from a movie, bro. Like it's low key hella beautiful out there in the middle of nowhere. Like I can see the sun coming up and shit. It's still early in the morning and shit. You know, it's like it's just upon the horizon and shit. And I'm looking out at it, and she's like, why are you quitting? Like, why? What's going on? I'm like, bro, I come here every day, bro. I don't want to do this shit. I got to wait. I take 4 buses. This is some bullshit, man. I can't keep doing this shit.
Hell no, yeah.
Like,
no,
y'all didn't even train us properly and all that shit, pause. And it's like, bro, like... But yeah, man, and she's just like, she starts crying, bro, and I see her cry, and I start crying.
Yeah, no,
and I'm just like, I'm sorry, but like, bro, this job is ass.
Yeah,
like,
no
this shit sucks. I can't keep doing this. She's like, well, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Is there anything that I can do so like nobody else has to go through this? I'm like, man, fuck them niggas. Like, I don't care about anybody else having to go through this shit. Like, hey, man, y'all just got to do better. I don't know what to tell you. She pretty much just asked me how to do her job. I'm like, shit, man, I don't know. Just do better. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, she went in there, and then I was just standing in the horizon, bro, and I was just staring at the sun, bro, and I was just like, bro, like, I gotta, like, I can't keep doing this shit, bro. Like, I gotta get some shit shaking with this music shit, bro. Like, and, like,
and please tell me that birthed what we now have today.
It is, yeah, bro, because I was talking to God. Like, I was literally having a conversation with God. I'm like, bro, and this is something you shouldn't say to God, but I was like, I literally don't care if you tell me that this isn't what you want from me. I'm doing this shit. Like, I was talking to God. I'm like, I'm doing this, even if you say that I shouldn't. No matter what, I'm doing it. So, yeah, after that, I just went home and like I was making songs on my fucking Android phone, bro.
Wow. Okay,
for like
so we're
longest
recording.
time.
So I don't think I asked you that yet. So where have you been making all this music for the past? You said 8 years.
6 years. So I started off on my phone, like on my Android phone, and it's not like how this is back in 2018.
Yeah, so
I think BandLab,
pre-BandLab.
I think it was around, but it's not like what it was now. Maybe it was. I don't know. But I was recording on this app called N-Track, and
shout out N-Track, man.
yeah, I didn't know what it was, so I used to just call it Nigga Track, just for the end. But so yeah, man, and that's what I used to call. Like, me and my friends would make songs on there. Like, hey, pull up, nigga. We gonna record on Nigga Track. I'm like, hell yeah. So I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I don't even know at this point, bro.
So
I'll deal with it when I get to it.
Okay. So so yeah, man. And then after that, I had a friend who I went to high school with. His name is Blazing God. Shout out Blazing God. He had like a studio in his crib, and he's like, hey, bro, like your music is good, but it needs better quality. Come over to my crib and we can just cook up. So like, that's what I was doing for at least all the way up until like 2021. He got busy, so he couldn't he didn't have the time to like always record me and shit. And like, I understood that shit.
So at this point you were being engineered at this point.
Yeah, I was being engineered and shit. So I was like, damn. So after that, I was like, damn, I'm kind of like forced to learn how to do this shit. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I went out and bought the equipment in like 2022, and that's when I started. I've been recording myself since then.
Fire. So you switched from the goddamn from the phone. You're going on a full DAW now. Are you using FL?
I'm using FL Studio.
Fire,
yeah,
bro.
hell yeah.
That's what we are. I mean, that's what I use to this day.
Hell yeah.
I can't
That
use
shit is
anything
lit.
else, bro.
Me either. It's only because I only learned how to do FL. I don't feel like learning how to do other shit.
Everything else looks like rocket science, bro. I can't do this shit that everybody else does, bro. With Ableton or with Pro Tools. I feel like Pro Tools is the industry standard.
No, I'm not with all that shit.
I can't, bro. I actually can't.
But since I've been coming out here, like I've been using engineers and shit. And when I went to New York, I like used an engineer. I fuck with that shit. I like it because
engineers are fire, bro. Engineers are hard.
It's a lot of tedious shit you got to do when you're recording yourself.
Hell yeah.
That shit be getting on my nerves.
But I feel like when I'm recording, bro, I be making weird noises and that I don't want other grown men to hear,
Yeah, and I be saying wild shit in my music. So it's
you do say some pretty
yeah,
wild
and it's
shit.
like naturally when I'm around people, I try to like tame it.
Yeah.
But it's like with my music, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't like tame it for anybody. So
definitely not.
yeah, now I just say the crazy shit. I'm just
in front of the engineer.
In front of the engineer, and they're just laughing. They're like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, why is this fire?" Like when I was in
saying why is this fire is crazy.
Yeah. So when I was in New York, the song that I made in New York, I was saying some pretty crazy shit in there. And when I came back in there to hear it, the engineer was like, why the fuck do I like this? Wow. Like, he was like, why is this fire? Why do I like this?
That's crazy. That you have that effect on people, I'm thinking, bro. I think what I've seen on the internet and what I've seen on these, and this is a great segue to talk about how you've been, dealing with this newfound shit and dealing with all these people, perceiving your art. Because a lot of people have the perception of, other people liking their stuff or other people not liking their stuff, and they all perceive it differently. So how have you enjoyed, or how have you been, taking in all this new, these new eyes and these new feelings and stuff like that?
Well, even though Eric, I am a broke ass nigga, I'm not doing this shit for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Like,
spills.
Real spill.
because I know that my talent will bring the money. So really, I mean, I guess you could say I'm somewhat of like an attention slut, attention or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the attention. That's my favorite part of this is like people saying that they like my music. You know what I'm saying? That is what I want. I want people to like my music. I want people to hear that shit and be like, yeah, this shit's fire. I just want to be appreciated for my art. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I care about. And I know that my art will bring the money, so I'm not worried about that shit. I'm just worried about making the best product for the people.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people, I mean, when it comes down to making music, it's like you have to really be built for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not something that is for it's so annoying to say because I feel like it's so corny because, like, streamers have said it, musicians have said it, like, oh, it's a hard job. But it really is. Sometimes it's a situation where, like, you know, you have hundreds of thousands and to millions of people, you know, describing you and using their own opinion about you. And you get to read that shit and it really fucks up your psyche. But I feel like you, in your sense, like, you're loving these people being able to try to figure out who you are. I think that's a great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you know, I don't plan on being like, you know, mysterious or anything like that. I don't plan on being
that is so
mysterious
out,
artist
Dave.
at all.
That's a great thing to talk about. I feel like being mysterious is honestly so just not. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate Matt. But being mysterious is so out of. Honestly, like. It's just so out, bro. Like I'm not fucking with that, and I know a lot of people aren't fucking with that because, like, you know, not all of us could be the artist that Frank Ocean or Cardi or whoever is.
Let me get one of those.
Oh, of course, bro. Yeah. Right. Oh, you want one?
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, man. It's like to your point. It's like if that works for them, cool. But I'm just saying that's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very like I'll be cracking jokes and shit. I have like a good personality, so that's what I want to put on the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. I feel like, you know, when it comes down to really the ending and the final blocks of what you have going on, what's gonna stand out is your personality and how your art separates yourself from everyone else. So
Hell yeah.
if you're trying to do something where, you know, you are trying to look like this starved creative that no one understands, you know, that shit is it's just getting old, bro.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It's working for them though. Like I really don't knock it. I'm just saying like that shit just ain't me. You know?
I'm not knocking it either.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's not you, then it's not you. But like I think that's a thing that people don't really know how to grasp themselves is that something can't be them and you should just be yourself. I feel like being yourself is it's coming back 2024.
Real spills.
It's coming back. We're on our way back.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, let's keep it going, bro. I mean, like, speaking of crazy shit that's been going on, right? Yeah. When you touched down recently in LA, please tell us that Uber driver story because your Instagram live had me and the rest of the world crying.
Oh shit, bro, that's shit that I just be doing regularly, like even without, you know, recording it. But I was just like, I be like, I like to hear people's stories and shit. So whenever whenever I meet anybody, I ask them like, hey man, what you be on? Like, what you be doing? Like, you be fucking hoes or like, what you be up to? Like, that's just like one of my go-to questions. You know what I'm saying? You be fucking hoes, you got a girl, like, what's going on, man? So like, I like to hear people's stories. So I'm asking him, I say, hey man, are you married? And he's like, yeah, I'm married and shit. You know, he said that he came here from, I think he said he was Armenian. And and so, bro, I was like, hey, man, you heard of this rapper named Dave Blunts? He's going up right now. They say this shit's crazy. He's like, no, I've never heard of him. And then he starts pulling out his phone and look it up. I was like, yeah, he's got a lot of controversy right now because people don't like him because he's gay. I'm just fucking with him. So yeah.
Damn.
And he's like, he's gay? I'm like, yeah, he's gay. And then and he pulls it up. He's like, this is you. You are gay? I'm like, nah, man, I was fucking with you. And he starts laughing. He's like, you are funny. Yes, you are funny. You are funny. You told me you were gay. You told me. And he starts playing my shit. He plays like
You said that he was scrolling through your entire.
Bro, yeah, he played at least 2 of my albums.
Wow.
Yeah, for real.
That is wow. Wait, he played 2 of your albums?
2 of my albums, yeah.
He went through your whole shit then?
Yeah. My albums are very short. Like, my albums are like 7, 8 songs.
Wow,
so,
okay,
yeah.
so your last album was 7, 8 songs that you just released?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never seen someone be so hype in my entire life. That man was scrolling and clicking and scrolling and clicking and scrolling and clicking.
That shit was
He was
crazy, yeah.
so excited to have Dave Blunts in his car. I would be excited to have Dave Blunts in my car. That is, wow.
Yeah, that dude was cool. He fucking, like, when I got to where I was going, he dapped me up. He's like, yes, man, I am now a new fan. Dave Blunts, yes. Dapped me up and shit.
So fire.
He's Dave Blunts, the gay man. Oh my god, shit. Hell yeah, bro.
Oh my God, Dave, if you could give me, all right. I'm not a future man, but if you could give me the 5 years later into whatever we have currently right now, what do you think 5 years from now that you're going to be doing? And where do you want to be? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? What is Dave Blunts going to be like in the next 5 years?
Honestly, bro, the thing that I crave most is stability. You know what I'm saying?
Equilibrium. I like that.
Yeah, coming from like, a household that wasn't the most stable. That's what I really want. I want a wife. I want kids. You know what I'm saying?
A family
Shit
man.
like that. A family.
Okay.
You know
A
what I'm
family
saying?
man. I like
Me and my family, we never really sat down at the table for dinner. You know what I'm saying? So I want shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Very sweet answer.
I don't know if within the next 5 years, do I want a child in the next 5 years? Let's see, how old would I be? I'll be like 28. Sure, man, I'll take like 1 kid by then. Yeah.
Word.
That would be cool to have like 1 kid, maybe like a wife or some shit, man. And yeah, bro, and just like continuously, go and see how far I can take this music shit, man. I mean, I have aspirations for where I want it to go, but shit never really works out how I want it to go. So, I mean, shit, bro,
We can't say that, Dave Blunts. We can't say that. We need to be fully positive, bro. I feel like with what you have going on and what you have here, you're touching a lot of people in a way that are, they haven't been touched before. Pause.
Yeah, facts. Hopefully. But no, man. It's there's been a lot of in my comments, I'll see people say like, you're on a generational run. You're a generational talent. And there's been like people from the industry, in high, I'm not going to say who they are, but in like high ranking positions that are saying that as well. Yeah. And it's like, that shit's a lot of fucking pressure. I'm not going to lie, bro.
It is, but you can handle that.
It's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know if I can handle it, Eric. I mean, I'm not too good with pressure, man.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think
you put me in the interrogation room, I'm folding. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't put myself in those situations.
You're that meat mountain, you're getting that shit, man.
Yeah, bro. But
that Arby's sandwich and that little Huggies juice.
Yeah.
So would you tell Dave? Keep it a buck. Would you tell?
Would I tell?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm not trying to go to prison. But hey, listen. Hey, wait. But the thing is, bro, I don't portray myself to be a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I don't portray myself to be a street nigga or anything like that. And it's like, would I tell all my friends like Jesse Jones? Fuck no, not on my friends. Jesse has laid down his life for me in actual situations. For sure. So I would lay down my life for him at the end of, yeah. So all my friends, fuck no. Yeah. But like, if it comes down to it, like, some random who like, bro, fuck yeah. But I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I would have to tell. You know what I'm saying? Of course not. So it's like, hey man, stamp that shit here. Yeah. My gosh. I'm not a tough guy or anything, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like with the Jay situation. I'm not a tough guy, but it's like, bro, you try to pull up my address. It's like, bro, I'm going to do anything to defend my family. Of course. At the end of the day, I'm going to do anything to defend myself in a life or death situation. I'm not a tough guy, but I'm not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, that's what that is.
Wow. That is a quotable from Dave Blunts. I'm not a tough guy, but I'm not a bitch. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. Actually beautiful. Wow. Okay. I mean, how do you, we're going to slide into the side of rap cap and lying in your raps. How do you feel How do you feel about that? Do you feel like this is like an expression thing? Like you could talk about murdering people or talk about, knuckling up, talk about keeping a pipe?
I really will, though. That's what I just said, bro. I'm not a tough guy, but I'm not a bitch. Mm-hmm. It's like in today's society, bro, unfortunately, the way that it is, niggas are not fighting anymore. Niggas are shooting and niggas are dying. So you either get with the times or you become the times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's like at the end of the day, bro, like, yeah, man, I'm not a bitch. I'm not rap capping. It's like, bro, if I'm in a life or death situation, I'm going to choose life every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do to get home to my family. I'm going to do what I got to do to protect my family, my friends, without saying too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm not incriminating myself.
You
but
don't want to incriminate yourself. That's the last
thing it's like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not going for none of that shit. So.
Yeah.
I'm not a bitch. I'm not going for none of that shit. I'm not lacking none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, never. Yeah, I make sure I'm protected at all times.
Do you feel like that's an issue in the spot that you're from in Iowa? Is that like a level of like, how dangerous would you describe Iowa as?
Okay, so this is, it's kind of complicated because it's like, it just depends on if you're in the mix or not.
Okay.
So like at one point in time, I was in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at that time, was it dangerous? Yeah. But at the end of the day, there's been a lot of niggas from my city who unfortunately have been killed because they got some sort of money or because they fucked somebody's bitch or like they're known for like whatever. They just have some sort of like hood fame and they've been killed because of that shit.
Wow.
So it's like...
The hood in Iowa.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it sounds crazy, but this shit goes down. Like, there's gangs there and shit like that.
There's deep layers to it.
Yeah, there is. And it's like, so do I think that it's dangerous necessarily? It really just depends, man. I mean, there is crime there. There's crime everywhere. There's gangs everywhere. But it's like, it just depends on, like, bro, if you just do your own shit, try not to fuck anybody's bitch, and you're chilling. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like this is a very common thing. Is this a common thing in Iowa that people are getting their bitch took?
Yeah. No, these bitches, like, in where I live, these bitches are fucking. Like, bro, for real. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, this shit is not a game. Like, it's not, these bitches are fucking. I can say that, right?
I don't know, Dave.
All right.
I have no clue anymore, man.
Okay. Real spill.
I have no clue anymore, man. Oh my God! If you got a problem with it, please email DaveBluntsManagement@gmail.com if you have an issue with what he said.
But it's real, man. So it's like, at the end of the day, like, I already want to move out of my city because I already know that. Shit, before the rap, there was already somewhat of a target on my back. But now, even more, it's like, bro, I'm still a broke-ass nigga, bro. I'm still in the trenches. But it's like, niggas see me on these platforms, like, oh, he must got money.
Yeah.
So it's like, that already puts an extra target on my back. I ain't got shit. I came to L.A. with 2 pennies that I'm rubbing together.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
So
it's like...
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's like... so, yeah, man. Yeah, it's like... It could be dangerous, but it's like, if you move the correct way, you'll be all right.
No, I feel you. I feel like that's a lot with just real life. If you just move the correct way, things are just going to fall into place. But, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, that is definitely something that I needed to know about Iowa. I didn't know that it gets down over there.
Yeah,
There's some crazy shit that goes down in Iowa.
They don't fuck around sometimes, yeah.
Wow, man. I mean, fuck, man. I think one of the close to the last things that I want to ask you about is just like, internet presence and just being on the internet. How did you, Dave Blunts, introduce yourself to this ethos of people that you could expose your music to? I feel like the first thing that I've heard was internationally you were known. This is not just a United States thing. Everyone in the world knows who Dave Blunts is.
I mean, yeah, bro. I've been going viral since I was like 15. So I mean, this shit really ain't nothing new to me. This is the biggest it's ever been, but like, it's always been like little shit. Like, I was in a PewDiePie video one time. I was like 18. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Real spill. Yeah.
You were in a PewDiePie video?
Yeah. I just seen that shit randomly. People were just like,
what was that little series he used to do where he used to look at viral shit? What was
yeah,
that
it was like meme review.
Yeah, meme review. Okay,
Yeah.
so you were in a meme review.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the meme?
It was just a picture of me with like glasses, and I was like looking down under the glass, like over the glasses and shit. I don't know. I just used to go viral just for posting pictures of me. Like people would just see that and think it was funny. I wasn't trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It was just pictures of me and people were like, this is
evil.
funny.
Yeah, that's just fucking evil.
So yeah.
Damn. Wow, meme review. I never would have expected you to be in a PewDiePie video.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. But I started going like around like 2018. I started going viral like for my music, like in Mexico. Like it was just strictly people in Mexico listening to my music.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there a specific reason why you were going viral?
I couldn't fucking tell you. I have no idea.
You were just going crazy over there.
Yeah. They just were fucking with my shit. And like ever since, that was like my whole target audience for a long ass time.
Wow.
For at least 5 years, from like 2018 to probably like 2023, is like that was my main like listeners were people in Mexico that spoke Spanish. Now, I don't speak Spanish. I don't make Spanish music.
Nope.
And I asked them, I'm like, yo, why are you guys like, what attracts you to my music? They're like, bro, we can't understand it, but it sounds good, so we listen to it. See, so really, I'm on some like reverse Bad Bunny shit.
Real spills.
Yo, reverse Bad Bunny might be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Because like people over here, they listen to Bad Bunny, they can't understand him. But yeah,
I've heard Caucasian women repeat back an entire Bad Bunny song and not know at all what he's saying.
Yeah,
awesome. But on behalf of the Latino community, Dave Blunts, we fuck with you.
Real spills.
Hell yeah, real spill.
Wow, man. So this is early 2018. So moving into the more modern years. Would you say that? You were big in the Fortnite community. I guess was it something that was first before music, or was that after the whole music was going crazy?
Bro, that's my pastime. Like that's just what I do to fuck around. Like all my friends, bro. So the thing about me and my friends is a lot of shit that like niggas do in their 20s, like go clubbing and shit like that. Me and my friends are doing that at like 16, 17. So, like, bro, the people in my town are fucking stupid. So, like, there would be, like, bouncers at the club. We were 16, bro. And they would be like, you guys are 21, right? And we'd be like, yeah. All right, come on in. Not checking IDs or anything. So, bro, me and my friends, we'd be in the clubs at, like, 16, 17, bro. Talking to, like, grown bitches. Yeah, bro. Just, like, in there chilling, bro. Like, for real. Like, we do that shit on the weekends, bro. Go to school on fucking Monday. Like, yeah, bro, like that shit was crazy. So we did a bunch of crazy ass shit, bro, like parties, drinking, all that shit before the age of even 18. So all my friends now, we're 20, I'm 23, they're around my age. We're like old men, bro. Like everybody I know, all my friends, they have full-time jobs, they have kids, like they got all that shit out of their system, and now they're living like a retired life now. You know what I'm saying? So the only way I get to see these niggas is by like playing the game with them. Like that's how me and my friends connect. Like they get off a long ass shift and they're just like, bro, I'm too tired to hang out. Let's just fucking play the game. And I'm like, all right, shit.
That's what birthed your love for Fortnite.
Yeah. Okay. I just get on there to fuck around, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Super fire. Shit, man. We're getting to this close. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate all of you pulling up for Dave Blunt's Real Spill episode 2, the Paint and Sip. I think it's now time for the big reveal. To show everybody my take on Abigail and Dave's take on Julian. So grab your painting, Mr. Blunts.
Okay.
And we're going to reveal on the count of 3.
All right.
Ready. 3, 2, 1.
Now this is really accurate.
I'm actually just so happy that because I saw a TikTok. I saw a comment on your shit on TikTok, and it was like I really wonder what Julian looks like, bruh.
This is real. Like you ever see Spy Kids? He looks like Agent Jimmy Cortez, bro. Like for real. That I couldn't do the curliness of the hair, but.
Agent Jimmy Cortez, crazy.
Yeah.
I tried to draw like a strung out character.
That is so fucking accurate, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That shit is, bro. I'm gonna show you a picture of her after this. You can't show nobody. But, bro, that looks exactly like her, bro. That shit's a spinning image.
That is so
That's
insane.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh my
I'm not too good at
God.
painting. I got him wearing some busted ass Adidas right here, but
Holy shit.
yeah, man.
He busted
yeah.
ass Adidas is so wow. It's he get the 3 stripes.
Not too good at painting, man. But yeah, man. I mean, shit's about as accurate as it gets.
No one said we were painters.
Yeah,
we
bro.
just be singing in the mics, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh my God. All right, Twitch.tv. Thank you so much for pulling up to Eric DOA Real Spill episode 2 with Dave Blunts. I just want to say really quickly, Dave has an album coming out very soon.
Yes.
Dave, when is that coming out?
I don't have a date, but it's gonna be here very soon.